Hello everybody, my name is Tinytree and this is going to be a talk about Dota 2 and the new patch on the 3rd of August or the 2nd of August depending on where you are. In this new patch there's been a lot of focuses on adding infrastructure and new UI elements and such to the Dota 2 client so that when the International 2 hits the big tournament, there's going to be a lot of new stuff in it. Before, we had lots of heroes, we had double, triple, and even single hero weeks. Somehow the single hero is less believable. We had like triple hero weeks and all that for a while where Valve were trying to get new heroes into the game. Now we're going to have either kind of easing off and they're trying to get lots of new UI and spectator elements to make it the best experience possible for everybody. So in this patch they added a new hero selection UI which is really great, especially for captain's mode where it shows pretty much everything you need to know from the picks, the teams, how long is left, who's the captain, all of that. They've added time penalty options in the private lobby for captain's mode, which is 20 to 50 and to 90. You can choose that, which is just kind of like a handicap you can choose if you want to. Illusions can now be remembered in control groups after respawning. This is a particularly useful one, which a lot of people have thought it didn't really work before, which is really sucky, but it was really handy if you're playing other heroes without the illusions, like if you're playing Naga Siren, if you're playing Furians, Trees, you know, you could bind them to hotkeys when you get to respawning them, they wouldn't matter. Like if you use Necronomicon and you open it and you like hit Control Z and Control X, for different hotkeys, you can swap between them no matter if they're spawned or not. Like if they spawned my Necro ones at the 5-minute mark and then I spawn them later on, like 10 minutes later, they'd still have the same hotkey. That wasn't working for illusions, if you did not know, so they now work, which is really handy. Broadcasters can now join shared channels in the lobby, so that's really good. I think it makes co-casting a lot easier for people who are spectating games, which is really handy. Aside from that, the tournament panel will now show which games you have previously watched, which is really cool. That's just something like they should have had before, which they didn't have now. And now, the final and most important UI element, matches can now be rated by users via the new vote UI. This is really good. You have an up vote and down vote section in the spectator panel, where you can show other people who are watching the game, and even later on afterwards in the tournament section, if you liked the game or if you didn't, or if it sucked, or if there's a lot of BM, that sort of thing. So people know what they're getting when they're coming into. This is really good, but the problem you're running into is that you can't see the upvote/downvote during the actual watch panel, the tournament panel, the watch channel. So when you're seeing random pub games, you don't know if they're any good going in, which is kind of unfortunate. That'd be really nice if you could. You can only see them when you've gone into the game. Aside from that, there's a whole bunch of fixes and such. Thank you for listening. My name is Tinytree, and continue to follow my YouTube channel, comment, and such. Thank you for listening.